Hi guys, today's review is brought to you by bestreviews.sg. Check us out online where we compare and review everything from food, services, to hardware, tech stuff and more. Okay, today we'll be reviewing and comparing the new and the legacy remote control for the Tradfri line of smart home automation systems by Ikea. All right, so I've been using this for several years. This was the old, or what we can call the legacy Tradfri remote. It's just called a Tradfri remote. Okay, so this remote will be useful if you have a bulb that has color changes, right? But from my experience, you'll hardly be using the color change unless you enjoy color settings and everything, right? Otherwise, you just buy a bulb that has the spectrum of white from, that white light to warm white to yellow to that warm yellow, right? And then, of course, so let's start with the legacy one. The legacy one, the backing, ABS plastic and synthetic rubber. So you got this rubbery grip around it. Yeah, fits in the hand like that. Pretty compact. Okay. And in the front, ABS plastic casing. Okay. So what happened to this remote? This remote had its parts falling out somehow. All right. You can see it's cleaner than this one. So this one attracted a lot of dirt and I don't know, some scotch tape stuff, some double-sided tape stuff. Basically, it got really dirty. I'm just gonna clean that up for you, show you how easy it is to clean off the dirt and the grime. So as you can see, the dirt and grime here. Okay, let's get this cleaned up with an alcohol wipe. There you go. As good as new, right? So relatively easy to clean. Not a big deal if it gets dirty. Somehow this is connected. Or this is connected. Oh, there's a colored bulb. Okay. Okay, so maybe this one's unpaired. Okay, let's start with this one. So remember, this is the old Tradfri model. Okay, we are also gonna go through the new Tradfri remote. They call it Stybar or Stybar. Yeah. So in this review, we're gonna compare the differences between the legacy one and the new one. Now in Singapore, you can't get the old one anymore unless you buy it off the Ikea marketplace. Okay, if you go onto the Ikea marketplace, I don't think you can get the old one anymore. They phased it out. Okay, other countries are still selling this. As of this data recording, other countries are still selling this in Ikea, but right now in Singapore, Ikea, you only can get the new one. Okay, the new Stybar. Okay, let me unbox the new Stybar for you first. All right. So of course, their automation systems by Zigbee. Okay. Okay, that's it. This is a foam padded double-sided tape. Okay, goes on the back. So this Stybar, this is a stainless steel. Okay, as kind of a brushed finishing, right? Quite nice. Okay, so the Stybar or Stybar, it comes in stainless steel top. The top is about, I would say about 4 millimeters thick. Okay. And then the bottom is ABS plastic. ABS plastic, just like this, ABS plastic. Okay. But you don't have that synthetic rubber here, yeah? You don't have that synthetic rubber. Okay. But you still have a synthetic rubber ring right below here, lining the thing. Now, this synthetic rubber ring is placed here so that, of course, your control doesn't run around so much on the surface. And when you affix it to your metal plate, right, which is magnetic, you mount this to the wall via screws or the double-sided tape that they give to you. You mount it on the wall, and then it goes like that, just like that, all right? See? Magnetic. So the rubber, the synthetic rubber here helps to, you know, give a nice cushion to the device. Okay, so it's when if you go for the Stybar, the new Tradfri remote, it's the finishing is up to you. You want to get stainless steel, or do you want to get the ABS plastic, which is white? It's basically like this, but it's white and it's ABS plastic. It's up to you. What style do you want? This one I find is more modern. The pricing in Singapore dollars, I think it's about $15, $15.90, something like that. Yeah. For me, I was using the legacy ABS plastic in white, so I want to go for something new, you know. And the stainless steel, I think I'm getting a run for my money as compared to buying the ABS plastic version, you know. So again, this comes in ABS plastic white and stainless steel, brushed stainless steel. Okay, so I prefer to get this, but I'm a bit concerned if, let's say, the remote drops. Okay, then I may get dents. I may get dents around the stainless steel. You drop this 1,000 times, you won't get dents around, right? Because there's a synthetic rubber casing around and whatnot. Okay, but you can see one of my controls, the parts all around fell off. Okay, because these parts here, right, can all be, you see, they cannot be snapped out. See that? I am not sure what is actually holding the thing, because I don't see much latches here, but if I snap it back in place, actually I can't snap it back in place. I'm not sure how they fixed it on. If I observe carefully, right, there seems to be some kind of glue, in fact. Yeah, there's some kind of glue. There's some kind of glue. So if I want to snap this back, you saw how I tore it out just now, right, the knife. If I want to snap this back, I can't really do that. It just falls back out. That's why this control is missing its pieces, because it fell all over the house and I can't find it anymore. So, you know, the old one, I would say with the new one, there's an improvement. You can't have parts falling out, you know, even if it's in ABS plastic, you don't have the parts falling out. So one less headache. Here you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces falling out all over the place. And then you have to orientate yourself to, oh, power up button is here, therefore this is dim, this is blah blah, this is change color, you know. So I really enjoy this the new product, the new Stybar, right? Form factor, round. This one's slightly larger. When you grip it in your hand, well, it just feels like a little roundish cup kind of feeling. This one, you have an orientation because it's square, you know. You have an orientation. It's just like a car key. You don't get a car key that's round, right? You get a car key that's a little oval, or it's rectangular or square. You hardly see a car key that's just a round thing, because you need an orientation. Naturally, a natural feeling, you need an orientation, right? It's just like why they don't make a round wallet. So I didn't quite get the legacy ones. I enjoy the new ones. Okay, I'm gonna dive into showing you the setup on the old Tradfri remote. I think the name was just called Tradfri remote. Okay, so this one is set up already, right? This one is set up with this bulb over here. Okay, so you got the bright, you got the dim, right? Let's brighten it up again. Turn off, turn on. Sight, color. So this particular bulb from Ikea is the one with the color spectrum. Yeah, blah blah blah, cycles through all the colors. Okay, I like this particular one, this warm white that sits between the two yellowish, two reddish, and two white. Yeah. Okay, how is pairing like? Pairing is relatively simple. Okay, same thing. Now on this remote, the old legacy remote, right? You need to use a knife or a coin or something, and then look at that. How am I going to take this thing out? How am I going to take it out? It's pretty stupid, isn't it? Can you dig it out? You can't dig it out with your fingernail. You can't even use a small coin to dig it out. Okay, you can. You got to dig it right in. Okay, a more practical way, use a sharp object. Flip it up. Okay. On the new one, if you observe on the new one, they give you a coin gesture. Just stick in a coin, turn to unlock. That's it. Okay, so let's look at the old one again. Okay, you take it out, you put in your CR2032 battery. Okay, standard CR2032 battery. All right, and then you place it to your bulb, near to your bulb, and you press the set button, this set button, or what they call pairing button. Okay, so I'm going to do that now with this. Let's try and set this one up. I'm not sure if there's battery. So I press and hold, and then the light will blink. 1, 2, it will start to pulsate. See, it's pulsating now. And it'll flash very rapidly, brightly like that. There'll be a series of rapid flashes. Now this control is paired. I can turn it on. See, now the buttons are missing. I have to figure out what is what. Okay, this is switch color. This is probably dim. This turn off. Okay, so that covers pairing for the legacy Tradfri remote. Okay, so we covered the legacy one. Let's move on to the new one. Okay, the new one, there's the old holder also. Okay, the new one, same thing. Okay, let me see, 3M or whatever M, double-sided foam tape to the wall, poop to the wall, stick to the wall. or drill it in to your concrete or wood, whatever, and then this thing goes on, right? So after you drill in, if there are screws, you know, the Ikea gave you a 3M double coated tissue tape. You stick it on like that, so you cover the unsightly screws. Not a big deal, but something thoughtful, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna go through how to pair this up, okay, as well. So you saw how easy it is to open the lid, small coin, whatever thing, something that can fit, lift up, pull out, fit in your double A battery, triple A batteries. Okay, so battery, triple A battery. The other one is a CR flat coin battery. Okay, difference, yeah. Okay, pairing. You got to turn on your lamp first, right? Make sure your bulb is on, and we start the pairing. Press and hold the set or the pairing button. It's gonna pulsate. When it's done, it will blink rapidly. Pulsating. You'll see a rapid bright flash like that. Okay, now you know it's set. See that blinking? Now you know it's set. So same thing, dim, off, on, brighten up. Let's cycle through the color. I'm not sure if it's some kind of placebo effect, but I just find the new control is much more responsive. It's much more responsive. Maybe because the buttons are firmer. Now I'm gonna let you hear the kind of button sounds, okay? There's a big difference. Well, I mean, it's a subtle difference, but to me it makes a big deal. Now I'm gonna press the buttons on this. Listen to that. You can't hear anything, right? See? Very light sound on the power, but on the small buttons, you can hardly hear anything. Now, listen to this one. See? It has a nicer little tut. Has a nicer little tut to it. A little tut to it, you know? Feels like you're really pressing buttons. So I find the user experience more engaging. You know what I mean? See that? You hear that? It has a nice soft little tut to it. It gives me a feeling that I'm really using a remote. You know what I mean? Somehow I just enjoy it. Okay, so once it's paired, put it back. You're set to go already. Let's fit this back in, and then turn, latch it back in, and that's it. This is paired already. Okay. Remember, this one goes to wall, sticker goes over, cover the unsightly screws. This one goes to the back, stick it onto your wall, and then that's it. Ta-da! You know, put it back onto the magnetic mount. You're all set. Okay, so today we have covered the difference: legacy remote, new remote. Even if you have legacy Ikea bulbs, they will still work with your Stybar or Stybar new remote. Okay, you can see, watch it. You can see, if you see a slight reflection, can you see some fingerprints? Yeah, so if you get the metal version, remember it's kind of a fingerprint magnet. Yeah, you get a lot of fingerprints, so you gotta, you know, gotta polish it up, clean it up. It just looks a bit, you know, fingerprinty. Obviously, you won't get fingerprints with this thing, and you saw how easy it is to clean with an alcohol wipe, right? Similarly, I can take an alcohol wipe and just wipe this down, and it'll be shiny and it's new again. But what I really hate about this thing is, you saw me pry out this thing just now, right? And once I take it out, once I try and put it back in, let me toggle this to the right color again. You saw that just now. Once I paired up the Stybar to this one no longer works. So you can see, according to my test, once you pair a new remote on, the old one will not work. The command will listen to the new one. So let me toggle the light to something you can see clearly. Okay, watch this. I want you to try to observe the surface. You can clearly see there is some glue affixed to the button, and there is no real latch to affix it back. So how am I going to fit this back in? There is just no way. There's just no way. Yeah? The glue is going to deteriorate over time. Eventually this thing is going to fall out. Yeah? Now if I pry this out too, see? I'm prying it out. There is literally nothing holding it. Yup. There is glue. Indeed there is glue. Indeed it's just glue. See? It's just glued on. So I don't get it. This is quite poor workmanship. You should have at least give the user some kind of latch to click it back in, right? See, there are these dots here where this impression on this thing here, it was just glued on, and I don't know what they were thinking. Let's try and fix this thing back. See, it can't even click back in place. No matter what, it won't click back in place anymore. So once if it's fallen out, that's it for you. Okay, you gotta find your own glue and then quick glue it back. Yeah, from my casual use, everything came out here. Yeah, you will never have this problem with the new Stybar. It's not that I'm like, you know, promoting the Stybar or something. I just think that it's a much more intelligent design, ergonomically wise, better feel, more responsive. I find it's more responsive somehow. I don't know if it's a placebo. Better quality, yeah. But again, the downside is just be careful. If you buy the stainless steel one, just be careful of drops, because with metal, you're gonna get dings here and there. Okay, you don't want a control that has dents here, dents here, dents here, dents here, dents all over the place. Yeah. So maybe if you go for the Stybar, check out the ABS plastic one. It's going to be more hardy. If you drop ABS plastic, it's going to be very strong. You're not going to get that whole dent. But if you want something sleeker and cool and more modern looking, I recommend the stainless steel brush natural surface. Okay, that pretty much covers the difference between the legacy and the new Stybar remote for the Tradfri line of Ikea's automation, smart home automation. All right, and I've also gone through how to pair bulbs. The pairing process is exactly the same. The Stybar, the Tradfri remote, you can also connect it to your Ikea Home Smart app to explore more of the home automation software on the app. Yeah. Okay, again, this review is brought to you by bestreviews.sg. Check us out online for more cool hardware stuff. We'll be reviewing more stuff in time to come. All right, cheers guys. Thanks very much. See you soon.